For the past few weeks, I haven't really felt like myself. It seems like I've been living in a fog, always tired, always unmotivated. I spend my time telling myself to just do something, but then I get stuck scrolling through social media, wondering what will go wrong next in the world. I feel disconnected from people in my life, disconnected with what I love, disconnected with myself. I never used to feel like this. I don't know what to do, but I know I need to change something. So I made a list of goals, and I'm going to see if following them for the next few days can help me feel like myself again. I want to spend time being fully immersed in the moment without any other distractions. I feel like I'm always caught up in what's going to happen next, that I'm not really enjoying what's happening right now. I feel like the older I get, the more I plan out what I do, and it's ironic because most of my best memories and moments in life are the spontaneous, unexpected ones. Forcing myself to wake up early, get moving, and eat healthy always makes my body feel so much better, and in return makes me feel better overall. It's so easy to become disconnected from what makes you happy and fall into the consumption of mindless activities or social media. I catch myself scrolling without a purpose, and I really am just wasting my time that I could be spending doing something that I actually enjoy. The last few weeks I've been so busy with life obligations and solving problems and trying to make other people happy that I really haven't taken time for myself to do what makes me happy. So with my goals set, I was ready to take on the challenge and hopefully begin to feel back in my life again. So it's currently 5 a.m. and I don't know the last time I've been up this early just to be up this early. I'm gonna head down to the river to watch the sunrise because 1, I love sunrises, and 2, I've never regretted waking up early to watch the sunrise. It's such a beautiful morning out here. I am so glad that I decided to wake up early and come out here instead of just sleeping, because otherwise I'd usually just be in bed right now still. And instead I'm getting to experience this beautiful sunrise. I feel like this is a moment where I would typically take out my phone and post my Instagram story or something, but instead I'm just gonna sit here and be present and enjoy the moment. Which meant I had already completed 2 of my goals, to be present and to treat my body right, and it was honestly the perfect start to the day. I'm back home now and I need some breakfast, so instead of doing something super easy and convenient that might not be the healthiest option, looking at you wild berry Pop-Tarts, I'm gonna actually make myself a nice healthy breakfast. Alright, we got ourselves a breakfast smoothie. I feel like you just can't go wrong with this smoothie. Super good and healthy. After breakfast, it was still really early in the day, and it felt like I had nothing to do. I honestly don't know what to do right now. It's almost out of habit that I just keep reaching for my phone to go scroll through TikTok or Instagram or something, just because my mind isn't being stimulated by anything else right now, and I don't really have the energy to do anything else either. It's just like a default state to want to just lay down and distract myself, but I know that I shouldn't. It was at this point when I went back to my list for inspiration and remembered something that I used to do as a kid. I used to play this game when I would lay in the yard and look up at the clouds, and I would focus on my senses. I would think about everything I could see, everything I could hear, smell, taste, touch, and I remember it used to make me feel really present. It's a beautiful day out, and I haven't done this since I was probably 10 years old, so I thought, why not try it out again? So right now I can see the clouds, and the sun is very, very brightly shining in my face. Hard to see anything else, honestly. I can see the trees off in the distance, and the grass. I hear the sound of the trees blowing in the wind. I hear some traffic off in the distance. And I hear a lot of birds. A lot of birds out today. As for what I can feel, the sun, I can feel the sun shining really bright on my face, and it's very warm. I also feel the grass beneath me. It smells just like summer, like the most perfect summer day, just like I remember when I was a kid. And as far as taste, I honestly don't really taste anything right now. Although when I was a kid, I always used to have those red, white, and blue popsicles. Those things were like the flavor of summer when I was a kid. And it was at this point when I had an idea. Literally so good. It reminds me so much of my childhood. I literally have not had one of these for years. When I was a kid, I used to always love getting down to the blue part because the blue part was honestly always the best part. When I was younger, people always used to tell me you'll grow up so fast. And when you're a kid, you can't really comprehend that because your only experience in life is being a kid. But as you get older and life becomes more complex, you eventually look back and realize you did grow up. You become an adult and life suddenly becomes consumed with making money and paying rent and occasionally meeting up with your friends. And you look back and realize that you've lost the best parts of being a kid. The worry-free summer days, the bike rides around the neighborhood, playing on swing sets, going up to complete strangers and asking them to be your friend. At what age did we decide we shouldn't do that anymore? I miss those moments, the moments where you're simply there in the present. So when I was in high school, I used to be obsessed with abandoned things, and a while back I heard of this abandoned ship that was somewhere back in these woods supposedly. So I'm out here right now trying to find it. So I found it, and it is huge. It's honestly way bigger than I expected it to be. I feel like I used to live my days so much more carelessly. I would just go do what I wanted to do, and I didn't think about it much. I was always trying to live my life to the fullest, which I still am, but I feel like I'm spending more time now planning out how to do that rather than actually doing it. I feel like the older I get, the more protective of my life I've become, which I mean is a good thing, but I catch myself not wanting to do things unless I've calculated every aspect of it first. Like, how much is it gonna cost? Am I too tired? Is this too risky? And I don't necessarily want to always think like that. And it's ironic because I'm doing all of this to protect my life, but at the same time I'm wasting all of this time that I could be using to actually live my life. Sometimes you just have to stop thinking about it and go for it, because if you don't make new memories, all you have to look back on is the past. So the real question is, do you think I can get on this boat? Because the only way to get on is this little ladder, and I would have to walk through the water first, but I figured why not? Let's just give it a try. Okay, maybe not. So technically I wasn't supposed to be there, and I heard someone coming, so I got out of there as fast as I could. I made it back. Sometimes simple little moments like this are some of the most memorable. You don't have to plan a trip around the world to make good memories, and sometimes the best memories are the ones you don't plan at all. All it really takes is just appreciating good moments as they happen. So today I'm gonna go rock climbing. I actually started doing this back in March and really fell in love with it, but in the last few weeks I haven't gone nearly as much as I've wanted to, so I definitely want to get back into it. One of the things I love about climbing is how it keeps me so present and focused on what I'm doing. Like, it's not just a physical workout, but a mental one too. You have to be so in touch with your body because every little movement can make a difference if you fall or not. Which sometimes you do. After I got back home, I was actually feeling pretty productive and started doing some work, but I had a visitor that desperately needed some attention. As you can see, someone wants to help. I built these shelves on the wall so Lufkin could climb up and go over to this closet. There's even like a little bridge for him. And I'm super extra, and I even put flooring and a little cat bed on top. So it's like his own little apartment up there. Working on little projects like this has always been really enjoyable for me. I love being able to be creative in a physical sense where you actually get an end product. I've always loved building things, whether that's turning my car into a camper, building a mini golf hole, or even building a roller coaster. Yes, a roller coaster. I was 13, but it still counts. At this point, I crossed off 4 of the 5 things on my list, but I still had yet to complete the last one, do something for myself. So one of my all-time favorite bands called Mr. Wives is playing a show here tonight, and I've never missed the opportunity to see them live. I've been seeing them live since 2015, and this will actually be my 7th time seeing them, so I'm super excited. I'm about to head over with a few friends, and it should be a good time as always. One thing I learned over these last few days is sometimes the hardest part of doing things is just getting up to do them. It's so easy to get sucked into the negativity of the world, and when that's all you can focus on, it all starts to feel so hopeless. But when you focus on being kind to yourself and kind to your body, and doing the things that make you happy, it can make all the difference between simply existing and truly feeling alive. So, do I feel alive? In moments like this, I do. I've learned that doing things for myself and going outside of my comfort zone always makes me feel alive, and a huge part of that learning happened on a road trip that I went on completely alone, which you can start watching next here.